Have you ever experienced, after logging into a new installation of Linux, there is nothing? Which is obvious, because it is a new installation. But we need folders and files to work with. Every time we need to mount all the network drives again and again. Even though I have already developed an habit, but my inner voice said it's enough. I need to do something about it. I need something which will solve all my problems, or maybe just the network drive mounting problem. So I opened Hyper-V Manager because I want a brand new install of Ubuntu Server and start the battle from the beginning. Let me turn off my VM. I have a checkpoint just after the initial installation. Applying it will set up the VM just like a new installation. Now that we have applied the checkpoint, we can log in using SSH and do something so that we never had to mount network drives again and again. We will be using VS Code to write a script, and using the terminal, we can SSH into the server. To connect using SSH, we need to type the command SSH followed by username at the RAID IP address of the device we want to connect. Provide the password. We have logged in into the Ubuntu server. As we rolled back, we don't have any file or folder in our home directory and nothing is installed. Not even Nano file editor. We need CIFS utils to mount the network drives. That is also not available. Let's first install Nano so we can start creating and edit files. I will create a shell script named cifsutils.sh. My plan is to run all the commands through this script. It should automatically create a credentials file, install required packages, create folders, and finally perform the mount. The file is created, but it is not having any executable permissions. Let's modify its permissions. Now it is ready to execute. I will open the file using Nano File Editor. For convenience, I'll write the script in this file using VS Code. Then copy-paste it in the terminal to edit the server file. Let's start scripting. I will copy it to the server and execute it. This part of the script will check if a credentials file already exists. If not, then it will prompt the user to enter username and password. You can see the credentials are not displayed on the terminal, but once entered will be stored inside this file in the home directory. Before I do something else, I will take a backup of the Fstab file. We will modify this file using script. If it gets corrupted, the system will not boot next time. After the credentials file has been created, we will install CIFS utils package. Then create the folders for the mount. Finally, we are adding an entry to the end of the Fstab file. Let me open the Fstab file. If we move to the end, the entry for swap.img is the last line. Our script will add another entry that maps our SMB folder to the Samba share. If you want to learn more about how this works, you can check our video on mounting network share. Check the I button. Let's copy this new script to our server. I will add 2 more lines for reloading the systemctl daemon and then mount the entries in Fstab file. I have deleted the credentials file so that we can start from the beginning. We can run the script now. As expected, it is prompting for credentials as it is not available. While preparing the script, I have executed it once. That is why the CIFS-utils package is showing as already having the newest version. It has created the credentials file and the folders that will be used for mounting the network shares. Also, we can see the files in network share are now available inside our SMB folder. If we open the Fstab, we can see the script has already made an entry. Our script is able to mount the SMB shares successfully. Now it's time to modify the script to map the network drives that I actually use. Here, I would like all the directories to be created. I need to add similar lines here to mount all the different shares. I will update the source and target. To make the script a little more dynamic, I will take the UID of the user from the user's input itself. We are all done here. Let's copy this script to the server. Before we run this script, I will unmount the SMB folder. Now delete the entire files directory. I also need to remove the credentials file as the credentials are different. Also, I will remove the SMB share entry from the Fstab file. I created it for testing and is no longer required. Now we are ready to execute. All the new directories are created and automatically mounted the network shares. Now let's see how much time it will take on a new system. I will apply the checkpoint again. Once restored, we can SSH into it. There is no files and directories here. Nano text editor and CIFS-utils package also not available. All we need to do now is install Nano text editor. Now create a new script and copy the content into it. Apply executable permissions and run the script. All the network drives are mounted automatically. Let's remote SSH to the server. It works. Now, if we run this script in any Debian-based Linux machine, it will work.
Can't believe this is true. It took 5 full years to find you, but we're just getting started, baby. I can't control myself lately. Oh, but you know that.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe.